Welcome to Ramabhakta Advaita Vedanta lectures. Today we're going to talk about the concept of the real world is beyond the mind. And remember, this discussion is between a questioner and a yogic master. So, the questioner asks, on several occasions the question was raised as to whether the universe is subject to the law of causation or does it exist and function outside the law. You seem to hold the view that it is uncaused, that everything, however small, is uncaused, arising and disappearing for no reason whatsoever. Then Maharaj responds, causation means succession in time of events, in space, the spaces being physical or mental. Time, space, causation are mental categories arising and subsiding within the mind. The questioner then asks another question. As long as the mind operates, causation is a valid law. Maharaj responds, like everything mental, the so-called law of causation contradicts itself. No thing in existence has a particular cause. The entire universe contributes to the existence of even the smallest thing. Nothing could be as it is without the universe, being what it is. When the source and the ground of everything is the only cause of everything, to speak of causality as a universal law is wrong. The universe is not bound by its context because its potentialities are infinite. Besides, it is a manifestation or expression of a principle fundamentally and totally free. Then the questioner asks, yes, one can see that ultimately to speak of one thing being the only cause of another thing is altogether wrong. Yet, in actual life, we invariably initiate action with a view to a result. The master responds, yes, there is a lot of such activity going on because of ignorance. Would people know that nothing can happen unless the entire universe makes it happen? They would achieve much more with less expenditure of energy. The questioner then asks, if everything is an expression of the totality of causes, how can we talk of a purposeful action towards an achievement? The master responds, the very urge to achieve is also an expression of the total universe. It merely shows that the energy potential has risen at a particular point. It is the illusion of time that makes you talk of causality. When the past and the future are seen in the timeless now as parts of a common pattern, the idea of cause-effect loses its validity and creative freedom takes its place. The questioner asks, yes, I cannot see how anything can come to be without a cause. The master responds, when I say a thing is without a cause, I mean it can be without a particular cause. Your own mother has not needed to give you birth. You could have been born from some other woman, but you could have not been born without the sun and the earth. Even these could not have caused your birth without the most important factor, your own desire to be born. It is a desire that gives birth, that gives name and form. The desirable is imagined and wanted and manifests itself as something tangible and conceivable. Thus is created the world in which we live, our personal world. The real world is beyond the mind's ken. We see it through the net of our desires, divided into pleasure and pain, right and wrong, inner and outer. To see the universe as it is, you must step beyond the net. It is not hard to do so, for the net is full of holes. The questioner asks, what do you mean by holes and why and how do you find them? The master responds, look at the net and its many contradictions. You do and undo at every step. You want peace and love, happiness, and work hard to create pain, hatred and war. You want longevity and overeat, and you want friendship and exploitation. See your net as made of such contradictions and remove them. Your very seeing them will make them go away. The questioner asks, since my seeing the contradiction makes it go, is there no causal link between my seeing and its going? The master responds, causality even as a concept does not apply to chaos. The questioner asks, to what extent is desire a causal factor? And the master responds, one of the many. For everything there are innumerable causal factors. But the source of all that is the infinite possibility, a supreme reality, which is in you and which throws its power and light and love on every experience. But the source is not a cause, and no cause is a source. Because of that, I say everything is uncaused. You may try to trace how a thing happens, but you cannot find out why a thing is as it is. A thing is as it is because the universe is as it is. So that concludes this lecture. And if you have any doubts, kindly do leave it in the comments. If you have any questions, please do ask me. And kindly do subscribe to my channel and give it a like, and do share it with your friends to spread the knowledge of Advaita Vedanta. So until my next video, it's bye bye from me. Thank you very much.